Hello, 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 ladies and gelatins. Welcome to Wednesday, where we play I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. Yet again, we return to this absolutely delightful game. So, we must continue onwards, forwards, and see what kind of memories we can make and what even happens as we're making memories other than stat go up, more story get. I forget what I was going to do, which I think was on purpose. Royal blue or peacock, Mars asks, holding up two different jackets. Or should I just recycle both and have the shop nano print a different color entirely? She folds both jackets over her arms in size, or a different material, translucent maybe? Ugh, so many choices. At least I have more than enough kudos to burn. 80. That's almost all of it. How are we supposed to get 80? Also, does it really take 80 persuasion to have, maybe it takes that much persuasion to have gossip that Mars doesn't know. Maybe that's like the whole thing. Okay. What am I aiming for? I should just talk to these people real quick and see what I'm aiming for. Cal sitting on the garden fence, his feet tucked into the slats, tapping away at his hollow screen. School's way more interesting when you can actually see how it matters, he says. Your mom says I can do more important stuff on the farm if I learn about crop rotation and stuff. He frowns at his hollow screen. There's more math than I thought there'd be. No, we can't give him more gifts. That's fine. We don't have enough biology to do fun nature facts, but that's fine because honestly, we don't really need that much biology, all things considered, since we're not really going on this particular path. And unfortunately, seems like you really gotta min-max to get stuff done. Empathy 40 or greater. That's very doable. We could get more empathy. We could go babysitting again. Tammy's sitting quietly in the lounge, seemingly not doing anything at all. As you approach, she looks up and dabs her eyes, sniffing a little. Oh, sorry, don't mind me, she says, putting on a brave smile. Sometimes I just think about how much I miss my dad. I wish I could see if she likes any of these things, and I can. I absolutely can do that. That's true, we're trying to figure out who wants the crystal. I can just double click it. Oh, that's so good. I don't think she cared. Oh, you remembered my birthday. Thank you so much, Solana. Oh, she's just happy about that. You know what? Okay, I feel really bad about that. Is it actually her birthday? I wish we had a cake for her then. I guess we could have bought her a cake. How much does a cake cost? Because, we're saving up. Oh, no, we can't spend that. We need this. We need the bonus for straights. Okay, I can't get over that. That's super funny. Okay, you know what? Yeah, babysitting seems to be the play right now since it means we can unlock one more dialogue thing, but also we can get more kudos, which is good because we're saving up for the superhero cape. Don't, Tanj says. As soon as you open your mouth to speak, she holds up one scolding finger. I'm about to make a breakthrough. Do not interrupt me unless it's serious. Yeah, we actually don't have anything for her. Yo, Dis, what up? Dis is scrolling through a novel on his hollow palm, completely checked out of the world around him. He startles when you tap his shoulder. Geez, Solana, he grumbles, gesturing to close his novel. You catch a few lines about a dragon before the screen disappears. Dis flips up his collar and turns away. Can't you tell when someone is busy? No. Literally impossible to tell. You don't see Anemone. She sees you first. Tag, she exclaims, pouncing you for a hide. You're it. Confetti cannon? Yeah, why not? Hello, Ribsticks. Thank you for the grand entrance. Much appreciated. Much enjoyed. How you doing? How you doing on this delightful Wednesday? It's windy Wednesday. It's turning to get real cold outside, actually, so been paying attention to that. Dad wants us to... Oh, we're never going to be good at animals. And... Ooh, wait, we can talk to Mom about a thing. Don't you have something you should be doing right now, Solana? Yes, tell her about what you learned today. You've been so busy lately, the only way you're able to get all your work done is to multitask. Studying while you're eating, brushing your teeth in the shower, listening to hollow novels while you're about to fall asleep. You have to double up everything. Phew, that sounds That sounds, that sounds familiar. Value is wild, okay. Bombarded with calls for health insurance. Why? Why? That sucks so bad. I'm sure they're always using a different number too, so you can't even get rid of them. Seriously, like, the amount of spam calls people get, like, I'll be honest, I basically never answer my phone, because why would I answer my phone if, like, it's just gonna be, like, you know, never anyone to get rid, not to age out of the family plans. Ah, okay. So they know, so they're actually trying to be like, hey, you wanna buy some health insurance? They're like, hey kid, that opens up a trench coat, you wanna buy some health insurance? Got some plans just for you. Ugh. I would not buy health insurance from a phone, though. Internet's the way to go, if you gotta. You kind of expect your mom to tell you to take it easy, but she just laughs and claps you on the back. You're my daughter, all right, she says. Just too much damn work, not enough hours in the day. I know just how you feel. Yeah, that's accurate. Now we have a cool card. For babysitting. Wait. Babysitting. Yeah, the photo phoner thing sounds really fun, but like I think we're gonna take some time before we do that. Right now we really could use some empathy. We're only gonna get 2 from this though. How much do we need to get to? 40. Okay, we'll get there eventually. Plus, you know, Tammy likes us. Little Nougat is absolutely fearless for a 5-year-old. She speaks bravely to adults and hates being patronized by anyone. It's usually endearing, but Tammy has been trying to get her to put the toys away for afternoon quiet time, and Nougat is not having it. You can't make me, Nougat shouts for the 3rd time. First, I can't play in 0G, then I can't play with the nanoprinter. No, I'm gonna run away and live in the jungle and play all day and nobody's gonna tell me what to do. Tammy looks at you for help. Want to give this a try? You explained to Nougat she can't play in 0G because we're not in space anymore and she's too young to use the nanoprinter, especially after she filled an entire room with rubber ducks. Nougat, as usual, not having it. No. Shoves you out of the way, begins running around like a tornado, knocking things off table. Either we can negotiate, get some negotiation points, or we can frighten her. In what universe does that seem like a good idea? Negotiate with Nougat. Give her something she wants. You corner Nougat and crouch down on her level to negotiate. You make a deal. She'll put away all her toys except one and play quietly instead of napping. Then nobody has to live in the jungle. 3 toys, she counters. You tell her 2's her final offer and you shake hands. Oh, Tammy breathes. She's been watching you the whole time. She's impressed you managed to get in such a gentle way. Well, obviously, because literally scaring a child is not really a great way to get them to do a thing, especially not for long term. Oh, look, we're learning empathy. All right. Oh, that's a 2, okay. Why did it... Oh, a card becomes 2. Why you be like that? $25. I mean, I feel like we can't really get any higher than this here. And yet, I always feel like I'm missing something. No, because only that one becomes 2. Well, but at minimum... No, pretty much that's the best version of it is the 25. I don't really know why. Is it because it's already? Yeah, because it loses the least amount of points. Let's see. How? 28? Why is there always like some I really wish it would just let you know when you found the best amount until you have to just like guess. You're just like, did I do it? No? All right then. Oh, we don't have to be perfect, I suppose, though every kudo counts right now. We got -1 for using our big card, too. Special delivery, fresh in the kitchens. Eat up. You pop open a tiffin and see Timmy has sculpted the rice to look like a rabbit, complete with little seeds for us. She's so precious. Oh my god. We still need to have more empathy. Is there another way to get empathy? Also, they're like, oh, there's a thing on the ground. There's a flower. Who likes flowers? Great question. Does Mars like flowers? Hey girl, you like flowers? Probably not. Oh, she does. She holds up the flower to look at it. A flower? A cheap gift. I suppose it'll look good in my hair, thank you. Mars likes yellow flowers. Neat. Found this thing on the ground, literally right next to her. Think she'll like it? Yeah. Okay, like the temptation to work and all those kudos. You know what? We'll do that. Okay, one more babysitting for the empathy points, and then I think we'll be okie dokie artichokey. It's too hot indoors. He spent a lot of time outside spraying water at the kids and letting them get absolutely coated in sticky dust. They love to run around throwing buckets of water at each other, at you, and at any adult who comes within throwing distance. Oh, just no story. Okay. There's got to be a way to get this. Especially because there's always the possibility that, like, this is just... No, it's not better this time. It's not a full flush. It's the thing where a card becomes... Card gets +1. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, we're losing too much to make that work. The problem is that this thing, where it's just like, okay, we can 2, 2, 2, 2. And this is really frustrating to deal with as a card in general. $18. Still 18. 23. There we go. That's the secret. It just didn't matter. Oh, even better. 26. Okay, so we just wanted the 1, 2, 3 here. That we put this to the side. Aces. Aces. Okay. We're doing our rummy. There we go. We did a tricky. Get +1 kudo. Which is good. We need those kudos. It's time for the 3rd annual Vertonalia Festival. You gather with your family in the colony square. Everyone takes a seat as Governor Udicott approaches the stage. She folds her hands and serenely addresses the crowd. What a pleasure to address you all today as your governor, she says, looking as pleased as she ever does. In under 3 years, we've built a colony of which we can truly be proud. While we've suffered hardships and losses, we remain standing, as always, looking towards the future we are building together. Let us use this midsummer festival as a time to reflect on our many blessings. Udicott continues, fresh water, good food, healthy children, and a strong community. You look around at the crowd, your friends, your parents, the other adults who have been the background radiation of your entire life. These are the closest human beings around for light years. They're all your family. Udicott bows her head. But first, we recognize the passing of our dear friend, Chief Surveyor Melatonin. Known for his gentle nature and curious spirit, Tonin is survived by his daughter, Aspartame. Okay. It's an interesting name. In the crowd, Tammy sniffles loudly. In his place, we welcome our youngest council member ever, Utopia, representing Expeditions. Utica invites the rest of the council to stand and be recognized among the crowd, including your mom, who huffs in annoyance. When the applause dies down and the council sits, Utopia remains standing. Actually, Aunt Unicott, y'all mind if we just make a quick announcement? Unicott nods and Utopia clears her throat. I just want to say thanks to y'all who are trusting me with this job, she says, her clear voice ringing out over the crowd. A cheer rises from Expeditions and she motions for them to quiet down. Uncle Tonan's left some big shoes to fill and, well, I'm going to give it my best. We're fixing to get to the bottom of what we're calling the shimmer. The sniffles folks have been getting it during pollen, Utopia continues. Until we do, please keep wearing your masks and when the pollen is thick and let the doc know if you're under the weather. She bends down to hug the governor she leaves to say, Thank you, Utopia, Utica says warmly, and thank you to the rest of the council for their service. Live music starts playing and Utica smiles. And now it's time for games and feasting. The crowd disperses towards the feasting table, clearing the area of chairs so the children's competitions can be held. What do you do this year? Because bot triathlon literally can't. I guess we could just do the talent show again. Mars has been studying Dis's technique after being embarrassed by his comedy impressions last year. Her routine this time is more like a celebrity roast, only the celebrity target is Dis, and he's not in on the joke. Ugh. She levels some truly incinerating disses about his clothes and his mannerisms and weird hobbies, keeping it just this side of too mean. She's a lot more polished than Dis's stammering impressions, and the judges can't help but smile. We should probably not play the photo phoner, but it is very tempting. We should probably have done more of that first, but then again, what if we could nail it anyways? That would be really cool. Sing a folk song for Earth or do a dance routine. We could try. This is so embarrassed. He stumbles through the whole routine, a series of knock-knock jokes that get less funny as time drags on, ends up running off stage. And so I feel really bad for him. He didn't deserve that. All right, we're gonna try this. If it doesn't work, we'll go back in time and pick a different thing. Yeah, I feel like, of course, they gave us these cards on purpose. Five. We can either 5. Well, I mean, I feel like the unplayed card, this is the best time to play the unplayed card of all the times. So let's give that a go. 48. It's pretty brutal. Let's try that again with hopefully a lot better luck. Yeah, this is... Return the group +1 for each unplayed card. +1 for each unplayed card. Okay, this is going to become a 3 as soon as I play this. 22. Not bad. Oh, we got this. Oh, Tammy's looks so cute. Oh yeah, we kind of didn't want to get rid of her confidence though. Oh well. Okay, so a 6, a 6. Like we hit the super goal. Not really sure how we could do this any better considering this is going to be strictly better than a 1-1-3 is going to be 1-2-3, the 6-6 next to each other. Yeah, pretty solid, especially because I don't think we can do these backwards, so... Could have gotten 27? How? Oh, whatever. Your skills at the photo phoner is well appreciated by the crowd, who are moved to tears by the emotional depth of your playing. You win, as voted by audience applause. We've played it twice. It's enough. Mars shrugs and shakes your hand. She wasn't really interested in winning anyway. She just wanted to get back at Dis for last year's performance. After the festivities, you take time off for a much-needed, very relaxing break. Your dad sets up a slip and slide through the colony square and everyone takes turns sliding on their stomachs and spraying water at each other. It's a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, I haven't done a slip and slide since, I don't know. I literally don't remember the last time I did a slip and slide. Do people do that here? Is that a thing people do in Poland? Do people have slip and slides? Did anyone in chat, have you done a slip and slide? Like, it's a thing, right? It's definitely not just American, no way. Feel your worries floating away in the hot dust suns. Surprised we're down with wasting that much water, though. Everyone wants to talk to us. Hello, Solana. Tommy bounced over to you. I have a present for you. She presents you with a gift. It's wrapped in homemade wrapping paper, scribbled with hearts and flowers. Open it, she says, bouncing on her toes. You open the gift and pull out a pair of gloves, knitted with a rainbow mishmash of yarn ends. The palm of one of them has been cut open, then the edges inexpertly resewn. They're already fraying. You once told me that your favorite toy is your hollow palm, and well, it's not like I can program new games for it, but I do know how to knit. Tammy beams, clearly proud of her ingenuity. I didn't want your hands to get cold, so I made you a pair of hollow gloves, or a pair of gloves you can wear and still use your hollow palm. Accept her gift graciously. I mean, obviously. Oh, it looks nothing like gloves, but it's very cute. Who would reject the gift? Like, no thanks, Tammy, I'm good. You thank Tammy for her gift and she claps her hands in front of her heart. I'm so glad you like it, Solana. I worked really hard on it. She puts her heart into absolutely everything she does. She is like literally the kind of person you want to have as a friend. Like, just the purest little angel, like, ever. Tangent is deep in conversation with one of the other scientists. He seems to be consoling her, though Tangent's face betrays no emotion as he claps her on the shoulder and reassures her she's doing really well for someone so young, and that everyone compromised some of their samples when they were first learning. He leaves, and Tangent sighs as she goes to put her head in her hand, stopping short when she realizes she's still wearing gloves. She peels them off and digs her fingers into her eyes. You okay, Tangent? I'm fine, Tangent replies immediately. I compromised an experiment I was working on because the vent was still open when I was spraying the workstation down with sanitizer. She sniffs. It's so gross in here. I probably did that fungus a favor. Tangent takes a bottle of sanitizer from under her workbench and cleans while she speaks. There are pollen spores everywhere, she whines, and he comes over here and tells me, it'll be okay, Tange. Like, it's his job to console and patronize me. Yeah, I mean, kids don't like being treated like kids. I hate being patronized too. You both sigh in unison. I hate being young, she says bitterly. Why don't they understand that we have higher expectations for ourselves than they do? I need to learn from my own failures. What I don't need, she continues icily, is someone to pat me on the head and tell me it's okay and the adults will make it all better. I messed up, she says. Just let me fix it. Don't make a big deal about it like I'm a child with a boo-boo. That's valid, actually. I mean, there's a lot of ways to treat mistakes, but sometimes it is actually really annoying when you have someone who's just always like, no, it's okay, everything's okay, because everything's gonna be okay. Like, it makes you feel like your feelings of having messed up aren't valid, and it makes it feel like you can't, like, actually be properly acknowledged for what you did and didn't do. And like, basically, sometimes it's also this thing, it's exactly the same thing of what she said, the expectations are higher. Like, oh, I accidentally talked to my mom. Basically, if someone is like always like, oh, it's okay, everything's okay, it's like they don't actually expect you to be better. And that, I think, can really hurt too, because like when you're like, no, but like I can do better, they're like, oh, it's okay, no, I understand. It's like they thought you would fail the whole time. It's like they knew you would fail, and you're like, no, but I could have done better. Like, yeah, man, you really could have done better. That's not you at all. You okay? Like, it's better. You're just sniffling, finding him tucked into a leeward alcove of walls. He stumbles to his feet. What do you want? He scowls. Did Mars send you? Tange, I'm not going back. I'm not going to do what people tell me to do. I feel bad for him. I feel like I should get more bravery, but like 20 sounds like a lot. I don't have anything he would like. Dr. Mars, like you, Mars. My dads are so uncool, Mars complains. Mars, do your homework. Mars, you should help out more. Mars, we're gonna cut off your allowance. She scoffs, as if, right? That money is mine, I earn it. With a toss of her hair over her shoulders, she seems to above it all entirely. Doing what? Do you even have to ask? My presence enlivens this dreary colony. I'm their beloved daughter. They owe me. Gosh, Mars, you super R12. Okay. So, right, we have enough empathy. We should be able to perform a random act of kindness. So, Lonnie, your clothes are full of holes. Bring me those pants tonight. I'll mend them right up for you. Oh my gosh, she's so precious. I want to do something nice for Mars, Tammy says, fiddling with the hem of her dress, but I don't know what. She just nanoprints whatever she needs. She snaps her fingers. I know. Why don't we ask Antecedent to help us put on a spa day for her? That's actually a great idea. It's coming up with good ideas. Asking an adult. Yeah, it's actually a good card. Antecedent has a whole cabinet of nice-smelling lotions, soaps, and scented candles. She lets you choose a few of each and reserves one of the private lounge anterooms for you. Sure, Mars can buy her own lotions, but what she can't buy is the loving servitude of her friends. You help Tammy primp and pamper Mars. She's surprised and a little humbled by the attention and gives you both a genuine hug and thanks. Tammy has good instincts. She always knows what people secretly need, and Mars needed to have something nice given to her instead of having to demand it. Yeah, actually. All right, let's go get some kudos. Let's go do some work. Let's go to work. Work in the depot. Get them kudos doubled. 9 doubles, pretty good. It's another meeting of the Secret Fun Times Club. You're trying to figure out what to do today. It's your job as Vice President of Fun Ideas, but you're having trouble coming up with something. Think, Solana, think. What's that smell? Tans asks as she joins you. You think she means someone farted and you giggle, but you can smell too. It's like burning mustard or spices, strong and acrid. Then the overhead lights start to flicker. Oh, that keeps happening, Mars says with a shrug. Like the same time every afternoon. No one knows why. It's a mystery. She and Tange look at each other, then at you. A mystery. They jump to their feet. There's a mystery afoot, and the SFC is gonna solve it. Tange brings up a fresh notepad on her hollow palm and adds 2 bullet points. Clue 1, weird smell. Clue 2, flickering lights. Hal sniffs the air. The smell's coming from that vent, he says, pointing to a screen in the corner. Get a schematic of where the vent goes. Yeah, you can't just go up there and sniff it. We don't have any perception. No, we have 5. Off the wall. Now let's see where the vent goes. You pull up a schematic of the ship on your hollow palm and track down where this vent goes. It takes a snaking route around the ship and connects to the cafeteria kitchens. It smells awful in here. Antecedent is here, fanning the nanoprinter with a cutting board while it belches out a foul black smoke. Oh gosh, kids, don't come any closer. This darn nanoprinter's on the fritz again. Everything that comes out is awfully burnt, and I don't want you to breathe in the smoke. Every gosh darn day, she mutters under her breath. Tammy quietly points upwards. The flickering lights here are... The lights are flickering here, too. Take a closer look. There's some kind of black dust near them. That's weird. Little clumps of it are stuck to the wall and the ceiling and all around the outlet and the back of the nanoprinter, too. Climb up to the counter, much to Antecedent's annoyance. When you put your hand near the black dust, your hollow palm makes your hand tingle. It's vibrating slightly. Tangent climbs up with you and tries it too. Electromagnetism, she confirms. The ferromagnetic materials in our holopalms are reacting to the presence of magnets or an electric current. I think it's in this dust. She makes a note. Electromagnetic dust. Antecedent shoos you out of the kitchen. Out, out, out. Go play somewhere else, my darlings. We've got supper to prepare. You follow the clumps of black dust through the lounge, down a long hallway to the children's creche. It's quiet in here, and instinctively, you all walk softly and stop talking. You slow as you approach the playroom. Shh, Tammy says as you reach the door, and you stop suddenly. Anemone, Cal, and Mars bump into you from behind. Sorry, she whispers. I hear something. It's like something eating something really, really small. Tange notes this too, but to you, at least the room is silent. It's dimly lit, except for the hollow projected teddy bear in the corner that keeps flickering on and off. The one that nearly killed Tammy. You thought Professor Hal had fixed it. Convince Mars to go first. I would love to go first, but I can't. As Mars steps in, the lights in the room suddenly turn on. Two musical toys start playing all at once, and a toy robot begins spinning in circles, whirring. Mars shrieks. Tangent rushes suddenly forward, grabs a glass from an art table, slams it upside down on the counter. I caught it, she yells. Ooh. You gather around to see. Under the glass are what look like 4 round metal things, like ball bearings. As you watch, one of them starts to roll. It advances to the edge of the glass, then rolls in a ring on the inside. It stops. Then a pair of long silver antennae emerge from the top of the ball. They click together, producing a bright spark of electricity. You all jump back. The other 3 balls gradually wake up and begin snapping their own antenna. I think we've solved our mystery, Tange says with a growing smile. Sure enough, you find more magnetic black dust and something else. Tiny bite marks in the electrical cord leading to the holo projector. They must be feeding off the electricity, Tange explains, then storing it like a battery to use for self-defense, and this dust must be their excrement. Fascinating. You report your findings to Professor Hal. He realized these pests have been, in fact, siphoning on electric current from your ship since it landed, and are responsible for some dangerous power surges. Whoa, we just got a whole bunch of kudos. Like, we got even more, and it was doubled. Oh man, we picked the right thing. Gives you some kudos and thanks. The mystery of the weird smell. And we still get more kudos from this. Oh, heck yes. Okay. 1, 2, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3, 3, 5, 6. I feel like we could maybe do better. But we got 1, 2, 3. What do you have before? 21, 21, 20. Well, obviously. That's funny because I keep thinking this would actually, but yeah, no, the 3 is too much better. 5, 6, not enough to do anything interesting. So maybe, yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Neat. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it seems like the best way. Oh, yes, so I was right. I got it. So many kudos. Yes. So much more kudos. Perfect. We're getting actually closer to our real goal. The superhero cape. Late dust. All right, first check the ground for everything. Nope, nothing. Don't see anything interesting. So let's continue on. And double check. Yeah, it's still there. Thank goodness. So let's work in the depot. Let's do this again. Double check. Come on. Show me the goods. Kudos. Yep. You're scrolling through a holo novel behind the desk when Tangent comes in. She pauses and looks uncomfortable when she sees you and Mars looking at her and quickly disappears on the shelves. You and Mars shrug. A few minutes later, Tangent comes up to the counter and drops a fistful of candy. She shifts from foot to foot as you ring her up, jostling up and down, rubbing her stomach. I also need something from behind the counter, she says quietly. Some medicine. You ask her what she needs and she mumbles the name. You can't hear. Can you repeat that? She mumbles it again, a little louder. Mars stifles a giggle. I'm sorry, what? Tans rolls her eyes. Stars! She curses, I need fart pills, okay? The stupid alien bacteria and all the weird native food makes my stomach upset. OMG, Mars laughs. You have blue gut? Really? Tange, the perfect, has blue farts. What? I guess that's a thing you can get on this planet. Tange crosses her arms and looks miserable. You give Mars a questioning look. Blue gut, Mars says. You know, when you keep farting and farting all this, like, blue dusty stuff. Mars leans over the counter to get a better look at Tange's backside. Oh no, she says dramatically. White was not the best color to wear today, Tangent. Your butt's as blue as Solana's hair. Mars cackles as Tange anxiously cranes her neck to look at her rear. Liar, Tange mumbles, not meeting her eyes. Just give me the pills, please. I don't want to talk about my stupid body. I want to save right before choosing Try to lighten the mood, be sensitive and nice. I mean, we can... I feel like she doesn't want to... Oh, don't worry, it's okay. I don't think she wants that. Lighten the mood, make a joke about it. Maybe she'll laugh about it later. Don't say a word, could be fine. Try to lighten the mood, could be fun though. You fill the order and tell Change you hope it helps. Otherwise, she'll just blew her kudos for nothing. Mars shrieks after. Yeah, I hope it's a real gas. It's not funny, Mars. Tange was just shut up. Mars hops the counter and gives Tange a hug, which Tange accepts reluctantly. Oh, come on, Tangalang. Tang. It is Tang. Because it's not Tangeland. Tangalang. It is kind of a little funny, though. Tange pounce and Mars continue. Look, there's a lot of things in this colony that kind of suck. Like the nano printer is always busy when I want to do my nails a different color. But when things are sucky, you just have to laugh at them. Joking about the bad things makes them feel less bad. Tange musters up a tiny smile. Okay, there we go. No regrets, I guess, she says. Don't make me come up with a pun, though. I absolutely refuse. She leaves, looking a little lighter and more relieved than when she came in. It's true. I like to make jokes about everything as well. It's phenomenal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I thought. Making this 33333. Yeah. That's what I thought. That's pretty much as good as that gets. Yep. Actually, finally, one of the things isn't to just play less cards. 20 kudos. Oh my gosh. Look, we're so close, you guys. We're so close. So close to my dream. The cape. Like spending the whole year getting this cape. The entire year. New perk. +1 to social cards. Yo, Everskita. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, actually. I'm having a pretty alright day. A little tired and all, but like, it's really nice to be playing this game again after taking a little break. How you doing? Okay, so we are also getting really good at organizing. I wonder when we can talk to our mom next about organizing. So we should keep making sure nothing's on. Oh, there is a thing on the ground. 80. Oh, that's right, though. You eating enough? Your mom asks, looking at you critically. Drinking enough water? It's hotter here than you're used to. You have to take care of your body if you want to take care of you. Working, trying to avoid work, because you... Oh, goodness, I know that feeling. Like, you really can't get anything done when you have, like, a meeting coming up, right? Like, sometimes you can, like, keep working on something to the last minute, but, like, nah. Sometimes you just straight up can't. Sometimes you're just like, well, if I start doing deep work, like, especially if you even started something, you start trying to do deep work right before a meeting, oh, that ain't happening. That ain't happening one bit. Who liked the bober fruit? Because I do want to be more friends with more people. Dis, do you like fruit? Do you like the fruit? Nope. We ain't wasting that. No one wastes the fruit. I don't do playing, Ting says, watching Anemone and some of the smaller children tear through the colony after chasing a sports ball. Why would I put effort into chasing around a dumb ball, getting sweaty and tired? For fun. She shudders. I would rather spend my time doing something important. Bober fruit? You should probably just keep it. Nope. We don't waste. We don't waste it. You just got out of a meeting? Oh, that's even worse. Okay, what's worse in your opinion? When you have like wall-to-wall meetings, like for a chunk of time and then no meetings, or when there's like meetings, nothing, meetings, nothing, meetings, nothing? Because I really feel like when the meetings are split up like that, you get even less done. Because like you have to like recover from the meeting and then figure out what you were doing again and then start to try to get back into doing the thing again. And then suddenly there's another meeting. Like, basically, at that point, you might as well just, yeah, exactly, do almost nothing. Tammy grabs her and, please be careful out there, Solana, she says, so earnest it's almost painful. My dad, it's been a year and... She takes a deep breath. It's dangerous out there. Please promise me you'll be safe. Oh, she's so precious. I'm really sorry. I wasn't brave enough to do anything to try to save him. I don't have enough empathy. Maybe you like fruit. Oh, she doesn't like it. I tried. Listen, Tammy, if I could give you gifts all the time. Listen, I feel really guilty that, like, basically it's my fault her dad died. So I kind of feel guilty about that forever. Not everyone in the colony is happy, Dis mutters, his arms wrapped around himself. Everyone acts like it because they don't want to sound ungrateful. But let's face it sucks here. It actually does not suck here. Nope. You know who would like the fruit? Cal would like the fruit. You like fruit. Fruit. Food! Thanks, Solon, I'm starving. How did you know? Literally, if it's edible, I like it. Meat. You never know when someone important is going to talk to you. And I don't mean someone important like the council. Yuck. She smiles primarily at you. I mean, whoever is going to end up being my first kiss. I don't want them to remember the time they saw me when we were kids and it wasn't. Oh yeah, I saw that for this one before. All right, time to get some money. Time for work. You attend a secret Fun Times Club meeting. Mars brings the meeting to order. Tange reads the minutes of the previous club meeting. Tammy serves flowery tea and soy sweets. First order of business is that I'm instituting a new rule, Mars says, and then clears her throat. Rule 5. All members of the SFC must wear uniforms to all club meetings. She taps her hollow palm and shows you her uniform idea. Black pants and dark blue shirts with high necklines billowing at the cuffs. She definitely designed them according to her own taste. Okay, but let's design some better ones. Which Mars likes, because Mars doesn't want to just get her way. Mars wants to be fought with. You spend the next hour designing a club uniform and everyone takes part. It becomes ridiculously elaborate. Tammy wants to add tassels to everything. Cal insists it should have huge cowboy hats. Mars gets into a heated fight with Anemone over the type of shoes to allow until Tange calculates how many kudos it will cost to print one of these uniforms on a nanoprinter. You all realize you can't afford them anyways. You come to a compromise. Instead of uniforms, you'll all wear a lapel pin with the club's logo. It's not really a secret club if you're doing that. You spend the rest of the meeting designing SFC pins and printing them on a nanoprinter. If anyone doesn't have the kudos, Mars pays for them without complaint. Oh, that's cute. Working in the depot. Not really working, honestly. Hold on. So, here's blue. It's already blue. Fine. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's no way this is going to be the worst option. Yep. Pretty simple this time. 20 kudos. Yes. Man, it is great to be getting these doubled. Can I get like small kudos from doing something? Because like I feel like I don't need to constantly work in the depot. Then again, I could get real good at organizing. But also I could get more empathy. I mean, this probably won't be the last thing I'll ever want to buy either, but like I feel like there's got to be maybe something else I could get some kudos for. Nope. I think I have to go in there to work, but like I don't know if I want to work with the plants because shoveling dirt, if I recall, it gives me kudos and toughness, and I don't need toughness because I've decided I'm just avoiding all the red because it's easier that way. Can I get kudos for learning? Probably not. Tangent, engineering, creativity, persuasion. Photo phoner, no kudos there. Lounge, really don't need it. Babysitting. I do get also empathy. Yeah, okay, let's do babysitting this month because after this I'll probably not focus on kudos for a while. You and Tammy are taking the kids out for a field trip to the garden so they can see where their food comes from. Cal meets you there to act as a tour guide. Everything's going fine until a fight breaks out between two of the children. Someone took something from someone else, or perhaps they just wanted it and there was maybe a push that was accidentally a bump that could have been a punch, and the whole group splits into incomprehensible warring factions. You're not sure. It's a bit chaotic. There's a lot of yelling. Kids, no! Tammy exclaims, looking overwhelmed. Stop fighting! Oh no, please don't hit each other. Don't worry. I have a first aid kit. Does anyone need first aid? In the confusion, a rogue group of kids breaks away and disappears into the corn. Another group is throwing rocks. Tammy looks like she's about to cry. Cal waves his hands with an easy smile. Don't worry about it, he says. It's just some dirt and rocks, and don't worry about the runaways. They aren't going anywhere. There's fences around this whole place. He picks up the two fighters around the stomach and holds one under each arm while they flail and kick. Hey, you two, we use our words in this colony. You gotta talk it out before you start hitting each other. Valid. You can hit each other, but talk first. Tammy wriggles her hands. But Cal, she wails, it's dangerous. They could get through the gate, or they could get lost and scared. They could fall down and hurt themselves on farm equipment. She wrestles away a handful of rocks just before they go into someone's mouth. No, we don't eat dirt. Yucky dirt. It'll make you sick. Nothing's in that dirt I haven't eaten myself, Cal laughs, swinging the kids under his arm so they scream in delight instead of anger. It's okay, Tammy. You'll tear yourself into itty-bitty pieces if you keep worrying. He sets the children down. How are you such an adult? You are 12. Are you 12? He's 14. Okay, he's older than, like, most of us, so maybe that's why. Okay. But still, like, he's surprisingly well put together for a 14-year-old. Gotta let kids make some mistakes, I think. You learn more from your mistakes than you do successes, right? And if you're always fixing their mistakes, they're gonna grow up all anxious if they're not perfect all the time. Cal's actually right. Kids do need freedom to learn. See, Cal says, pointing you. Solana agrees with me. That's 2 against 1. Howl of pain erupts from the rows of corn, and Tabby scrubs away her frustrated tears before dashing in the field of a sound. I mean, they do actually need to be careful, though. But I also like... I like the decision, but I also like Tammy more than I like Cal. So... that's a toughie. 3, 3, 8. Also 8. 5. 33. So much. That's so many things. There's no way that's not the biggest number. That number's huge. Oh, and Tammy also likes it too. That's good. And we got the kudos. We can buy our thing. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready to buy this. Let's go. Supply depot. Oh my gosh. Yes. Not memory backpack. Not as good as superhero cape. Bye. Hold on. We should save first. Cape. Of. I can't spell. Of heroes. Let's do it. Supply depot, cape, buy. Yes. And gear. Now we can just have the super and the cool jacket. I mean, the photo phoner is also really cool though. But look at all that bravery. We can go dare this to eat a worm now. And we can go outside. Photo phoner seems cool though. We should definitely use that sometimes. I wonder if we like need to have it equipped to be able to do the thing. Oh no, we don't. We just have to have already have it. Neat. Yo, Dis. Dare to eat this worm. Oh yeah? Discounters, well, I double dare you to eat a worm. You can't just turn down a double dare. You're no meek little Hopeye. You're gonna eat that worm. Slimy, unsatisfying. Very, very gross. Dis eats his like a noodle, slurping it up and wrinkling his nose as it wriggles in his mouth. Yuck, he says, swallowing it whole, then shows you his empty mouth. You should have known better than dare a person who fears nothing. Just, putting on your scary face. I don't feel like we need that. But we are brave. Can we go outside? We're brave now. I'm brave enough. I'm legally brave enough. Well, I'll be, Utopia drawls, yeah, gripping you playfully. You ain't lying, kid. You got grit. Listen, she tells you, I'll speak to your parents. You're still a bit young, but I'll wager next year you can join the junior surveyor teams. All right, just hold tight till then. Sorry, Sprout. Dejected, you drag your feet as you walk back through the gates to safety. Psst. What's that? You look around questioningly. Psst. It's Dis. He's hiding behind some bushes. That's so typical. He puts a finger to his lips and motions for you to follow him. Sure, you figure, why not? He leads you silently along the walls toward the garrison, then crouches down in the bushes between the sports ball field and the security pavilion to fiddle with something. Suddenly, he's gone. What? You check out to make sure nobody else noticed, then scuttle over to where you last saw him. Behind some popflower bushes, there's a drainage pipe in the wall, big enough to crawl through. A heavy grate keeps animals out, but it's loose. You could slide its side to get through. You could sneak out. If the adults won't let you visit the Valley of Vertigo or the subaqueous swamps or other cool places surveyors get to go, well, you could sneak out through here to explore just outside the colony walls. If Dis does it, how dangerous could it be? Very. But we unlocked it, so we should do it. I like how we have literally one cooldown now. Okay, but like, how do we do that? Sneak out through the drainage pipe. I want to know what's out there. Whoa, we like actually get to walk around. Events in this area can be done in any order. They won't cause time to pass, but will increase your stress. Return home via the Expeditions Depot flag or the home button at the top left of the screen. Watch for collectible items you can bring back as gifts. Events respawn at the beginning of each year and new collectibles have a chance to appear every season. It only took me 2 years to get out here, but hey, I'm here. A stream cuts through the path here. There must usually be stepping stones across it, but the water's too high to cross safely. Bravery. We do have better cards now, it's probably for the best. Let's see. 4. It's not gonna last. It's not good, but it could be worse. 2, 3, 5. I mean, it isn't really. Yeah, that's kind of better. I could keep this. And then play like this and get 2 pluses and then get more cards. Oh wait, just go. Oh no, we get to keep it too. Look at how many talent show competitions we've won. We're so good at talent show. That's pretty good. Yeah, 39 out of 39. 1 kudo. We're not popular anymore, so it's fine. You bravely fall in and get wet. You flounder around towards the other side, soaked but victorious. The area is, oh no, that's a bad idea. Area is muddy from all the recent rain, like real muddy. If you walk further, you're likely to get swallowed by a gruesome puddle of purple muck. Can we save here? Oh, we can totally save here. So we can just decide that that's not a good idea later. This is an easy challenge. Even though it's like, you know, red. Not a great start. But I feel like keeping boring is not a good idea. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, we just have great cards, so things are just good for us, I guess. we just have to, you know, play cards and we'll win. Yeah. All right. You hop from dry spot to dry spot. Miraculously, you don't fall in. Don't know why I would want the... Okay, so we're getting a lot of stress for this thing. Oh, you're so cute. What are you? Oh my god, look at you. Your way is blocked by a strange small creature with 1 foot and 4 large eyes, 2 of which blink sideways on top of its head like frog eyes. This must be a hop eye. You've heard people talk about them, but you've never seen one up close. Suddenly starts flailing around like there's something wrong with it, even though it was fine a second ago. Keeps pausing to look at you, then goes back to flailing. Save before each of these. What's its deal? Guess we should try to play without that. And again, making that 6 is pretty good. But also... so much better. Kind of works. Only the last round really matters anyways. Let's see. That's actually an interesting combo. It kind of works out well because these are a nice little pair. This is a pair. Oh, we could have done that better. Okay, well, screw you too. I tried my best. -1 kudo. You stop trying to get past it and just listen. Oh, you can hear little squeaking noises from nearby. It's probably warning you to stay away from its nest. You carefully avoid the nest while speaking in soothing tones. The agitated little guardian titters warnings at you, eventually lets you by. Got a lot of stress from doing these things. Should go home soon. Yeah, you think so, but... I could pick up a bunch of random stuff on the ground. Oh, and this. We're definitely going to talk to this. Oh, we have to go in this kind of order. Okay. Just like forces you to go. You have to go. Oh, that's how you get past things. Okay. All right, we can't do that. We have to go to this. You spot Dis in a clearing, but not before he sees you first. Instead of sneaking away as usual, he stays still as you approach, like it's totally natural he'd be sitting in the middle of the jungle so far away from the colony walls. Now that you think about it, you're a little glad to see him. You are so far away you can't see the walls anymore. It's getting really weird out here, and it's getting late. Dis stares unblinkingly at you as you approach. Hey, Solana, that's all he says. Hey, Dis. He seems to be in a really good mood, something you see rarely. Did you see Chief Cervera Utopia out there? Dis asks. She has like X-ray vision eyes or something. She'll catch you for sure if you get too close. She caught me once and I got in big trouble. How about I show you something cool and sneaking out will be all secret, okay? He jumps up and walks a little ways into the tree as you follow. Just a few minutes away, the ground drops off and a large stone outcropping juts out over a cliff face. Dix walks right to the edge without slowing. It's a long way down. Come on, he says. Yeah, we try to be brave because, like, listen, we bought this cloak. We spent so much money to not be a wuss that we're not a wuss anymore. Somehow. think this is fine. Then again... No, we can't really do that the right way, can we? This one of this card has the highest value, which is fascinating, honestly. I feel like that's as good as that's gonna get, considering... Zero, one, two, two. 0, 1, 2, 2, 0, 1, 2, 2, 0, 1, 18. Sort of the thing there is that 18 is to kind of makes things better every time. Mm-hmm. Probably don't get better than that. Oh, we could have still done that to not have to... We could have not used that card. Silly me. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5. Right, okay. Can we actually get a 3? No? 1, 2, 2, 2. Nah, I feel like the boring is just not a good card. 1, 2, 2, 6, 7. It's not great. 22. 24. I wish we could swap that, but we literally can't. Alright, that's as good as that got. Nice. Yeah, no kudo for that. Oh, literally minus stress for that. You bravely step onto the rock and walk to see the edge with this. You both sit down, feet dangling over the precipice, and look out at the amazing view. It's incredible. You snap a picture with your holopalm, but you won't share it on the net. This is your secret. Yours and Dis's. Keep exploring. Because we literally can now. Reach the end of this area. What is this? There in the clearing, the most majestic creature you've ever seen. It's like a unicorn from your dad's storybooks, but with leathery reptile skin that shines when the light hits it. It moves so softly it doesn't even disturb the ground. It could be dangerous, but you want to see what it does. Could be dangerous. Could be dangerous, but oh. Wait, what? No! Well, luckily the autosave. Be as quiet as possible. Hush. Okay, 1. I feel like it's gonna be this. 3, 4. Can I do 3, 4, 5? I can. 3, 4, 5. Our straights are doubled, so that's pretty good. And then a 5, 4. 1, 1. We don't really have mores for straights, but it's pretty good. The thing is, we can get the 22, but then we have 22. Yeah, but the -1 kudo is really annoying every time. We're gonna lose kudos by constantly playing this. Okay, 1, 2, 4, 5. I really don't have a 2, so 2, 4, 5, 1, 4, 7. 1, 5, 6. Yeah, I wish I could reverse this. but I can't. Yeah, not really a way to make that better. I think it's just 20 or 20 or 20. Yeah, I was right. As you settle in to watch from behind a strand of mush trees, the Unisaur looks up towards you, startled by your movement. You try to hold perfectly still and quiet your breathing. After a tense moment, it goes back to its business. First sniffs out a good tree and rubs the scent glands on its neck against it thoroughly. Then it pees. Like a crystal waterfall on a rock. Everything it does seems magical. You quietly take a picture with your holopalm, but you know you can't share it or else you get caught for sneaking out. Next, it sharpens its horn against a rock, which is scored with marks from having done this before. This must be its favorite sharpening rock. You notice the bulge in its stomach. Must have had a huge meal recently. Eventually, it curls up for a nap. You quietly sneak away. That was so wonderful. Virtumna is a magical place. Lose some stress, gain some stress, lose some stress, gain some stress. I feel like we're doing very good with this, though. You're minding your own business when you stumble into... There's something here, something invisible that makes the hairs on your arms stand on end like an electric aura. As you walk forward, it begins to feel like something's nipping at your ankles. But when you look down, there's nothing there. You back away, the sensation stops. You move forward, oh, it's worse. The feeling is like tiny electric bites and it's growing more intense. Some sort of microscopic gnats, an electrical field? Hurts, but maybe you can find a way to avoid it, get through the area. Perceive it. The perception. Okay, 2, 3, 5. I actually thought it was gonna be not exactly that thing. 2, 5, 5. Then we lose the... Yeah, it's literally just not as good as having all blue. Okay, so the only round that matters is the final round, and Boring is the worst card ever. Yep, pretty much. How is that still more? Sometimes it is, though. Sometimes it's literally just more to just do Boring. 28. Don't know how, but by trial and error and a little intuition, you find a route through whatever it is. The shock seems strongest near some low-lying fractal palms. You hear a humming from the palms and decide it must be some kind of natural electric field, maybe to ward off animals like you. Fruit. The mush trees are at their tallest and wet. You come across a cluster of them that look ripe for harvesting. If you were older, you could probably cut them down and get some kudos for them. Give them a friendly pet. You like the mush trees. Give one a pat and surprise when it moves under your hand. Not the tree, though, but a camouflaged creature lying against the trunk. It's small and looks like a little like an octopus or a starfish. Lots of long legs wrapped around the tree like it's giving it a hug. Too worn out and tired to continue to go home now. Yo. Spent the entire month exploring. Oh, you bet you. I got so many random points from stuff, perception, animals, etc. Tis glow season. Pretty much have to spend the month relaxing, though. Which is fine, it's glow. Nothing exciting happens during glow. Make a wish, he says. I guess you gotta do exploring when you're already prepared for, like, to be resting and not overdoing it. Now we know for a fact it isn't safe out there during glow. I want to have you venturing close to the wall. Stay where I can see you, close to the ship. Fair. I mean, I'm still pretty happy we got that superhero cape, but let us do some cool stuff outside. Relax in the lounge. Too bad it costs so many kudos to forget things. You spot Dis listening to music and asks what band. He shares his playlist of something he calls post-punk, mid-21st century. It's kind of whiny, but it sounds nice once you get used to it. Do you want to forget? I do. This card is so annoying. I really wish I could have chosen something else to forget, but, you know. Two data points form a line, but 3 is a pattern. The colony has been on a high alert all glow, hoping that the creatures from beyond the wall don't return for a 3rd year in a row. Surveyors keep reporting that they're seeing unusual animal activity. Even the plants seem different, they say, and new tracks that must have been left by creatures larger and heavier than you've ever seen. You and other colonists drill evacuation plans. You're in engineering when you hear the sirens ring through the colony. You cover your ears against the noise and make your way to the nearby classroom. This is one of the assembly points, so you should be safe in there, but it wasn't so safe last year for Professor Hal. What if another creature gets in? You look at Professor Hal, he looks back at you. Last year, you saved his life, right here. He clears his throat, visibly trying to stay calm. All right, children, he says, subconsciously touching his neck. Just remain seated. I'm certain everything will be fine. You've been told this before. As the sirens continue, you're faced with a choice. I mean, we could try to leave. We could sneak out. It's, you know, the fact that it's like both. While Professor Hal is distracted, you crawl out from behind the table. What are you doing? Mars whispers angrily, but you ignore her. You creep along the back of the room, then quickly duck out the classroom door and sprint down the hall before anyone can chase you. You slow to a walk as you near the outer doors of engineering. Something doesn't feel right. You stop to listen in on the dim emergency lighting and hear the metallic popping of something overhead. In the ventilation ducts, your blood goes cold. Monsters, they're here. Need animals 10 or greater. Help it escape. Yeah, that's the one. That's how to do it. Don't attack the thing. You follow the sounds to a workshop and force yourself to look up through the slants of the vent. You gasp. 2 glistening bug-like eyes peer down at you. No, 4. 6. They blink in syncopated pairs. Then you hear it over the sirens. A soft pinging noise, halfway between a chirp and a purr. The creatures skitter spider-like from one side of the vent to the other. A small furry tentacle slithers through the slats, searching for the vent release. When it can't find one, it bangs its body against the inside of the vent, denting the metal. Help it escape. Seems like the right thing to do. You open a side door, then the vent, then carefully shoo the creature outside. It runs over to the outer wall, flattens its body, burrows through the hole. At least you figured out how it got in. Maybe you'll see the little guy in the wild someday, and he'll remember what you did for it. It isn't long before the sirens turn off, ringing 3 short pulses as the all-clear message flashes on your holopalm. You and the other children file out of engineering and you head back to your quarters. Your parents will want to know that you're safe. Oh, still pumped from the last attack. Yep. Just, it's +1. +1 is nothing. Your dad gives you a big hug, but your mom slumps into a seat at your small table. It's like they were going specifically for geoponics this time, she mutters, but your dad pets your hair and shushes her. Sure was just bad luck, Lulu Bell, he says, but your mom shakes her head and folds her hands in front of her mouth, staring at the porthole window at the fields. Glow. Back to the early quiet season. Look at all our cards. We're about to be 13 years old, and Mars is our bestie, as we know. Because we like money. Alright, is there anything random lying around here that we can grab and put in our pockets? Yes, there is. Medicinal roots, we know who likes those. Yo, Tang. Tang, what up? You tell Tangent you know where Dis has been going. You tell her he's been sneaking out to explore the jungle. Not far away, but outside the walls. Tang looks concerned. Really? She says, wringing her hands. Is it safe? But probably not. I'll keep him safe. She eyes you skeptically. Full offense, Solana, but you're just a kid. However, I suppose it's good to know he isn't alone out there. Dange is working in the lab taking notes on a vibrant vertumnus specimen. Chief Engineer Instance has allowed me a great deal of intellectual freedom, she says. She does not see my age as an impediment to my contributions. In fact, she celebrates my youth. She says it is the old who should look to the young for guidance as we are unburdened by tradition. Tange allows herself a rare smile. In some ways, she is the mother I've always wanted, she adds, quietly. My own mother was burdened by many things. I have a route for you. This is interesting. No, really, I'm going to analyze this. And we've read this before, so I don't need to read it again. But Tange likes us more, and that's what matters. Yo, Dis, what up? You slip through the colony gates, feeling the breeze from the mushroom forest ruffle your hair. You look around for Disc, but he's nowhere to be seen. Maybe he went to class today? Probably not. What's up, crybaby? Are you kidding? So you're about to return to the colony. You hear what sounds like crying come from one of the expedition vehicles. You pull back the tarp that keeps it from being blanketed with fungal spores and find Disc curled up in the cabin. He wipes his eyes and turn away. Go away, he mutters. You okay? I'm fine. Just leave me alone. This is a great hiding place. Coming in. You pull back the tarp and slide in the cabin of the vehicle. Disc continues to cry, but softer now, as if he's trying to stop but can't quite manage it. His lower lip trembles. You're lucky your family cares about you, he sniffles. My mom is gone, and my sister thinks I'm stupid. This is quiet for a long time, almost long enough that you begin to consider actually leaving him alone. Just before you do, though, he speaks. Never gonna go back to class, he says. I hate being around other people, and I hate doing schoolwork, and I double hate it when the teacher asks me questions. I'm not Tange. I don't know stuff like she does. This kicks at the console of the vehicle a few times. Bang, bang, bang. Then bursts out into tears again, pulling at his hair. I'm just dumb, okay? People ask me questions, and I freeze up, and I say something stupid, and then everybody laughs at me, even Tange. Tange laughs the hardest. She's embarrassed by me. I know she is. Today, she told me that people would like me more if I stopped being so sensitive and immature. Oh, we need folks who use their hearts too. Oh. Could have done that better. Oh, we're doing it better. Do everything the best way we possibly can. Okay, hiding place coming in. She's kind of right. Nope. We literally can't say anything he'll like, so we might as well say the thing that's better. See, even you don't think I use my brain. Everyone thinks Tange is better than me. Dis wraps his arms on his legs and hides his face on his knees. I hate her, he mutters. Everyone thinks she's so smart, but she's just a big meanie. I hate everyone here. I hate being here. I just want to be left alone. Oh, I'm so sorry. I wish I could give you anything. Can I give you the crystal? Does he like crystal? This, it's not the worst. We could do way worse with this. I like how you don't need to worry about your friendship with your parents. It's always going to be good. Always gonna be a good time there. I want to sneak out again. I mean, it is fun. I was like, maybe we'll go back to school and stuff. But maybe we'll sneak out again. We are starting with a fresh start, so... Sneak out, sneak out, sneak out. Okay, I guess we can go right this time. Some farmland has spilled outside the walls. The fields don't look like they're doing very well. Nobody's around right now. In fact, it looks a bit abandoned. There's some meager-looking crops ready to harvest, but animals are starting to get at them. Salvage. You pick up a handful of wrinkly tubers. They're probably supposed to be potatoes, eventually. Or maybe yams. Hard to tell. It take a little longer, but it's pretty picked over. You sneak up to the expeditions office at the colony again and keep exploring. Why would I see. So going there literally is just backwards? Why? Oh, that's if I would got their permission to go out there. You let your mind wander as you're walking and bumble straight into a field of gelatinous blobgrass. Totally transparent, the sticky fronds are hard to see, but even harder to ignore, especially once they start glomming to your boots and slowing you down. It's like trudging through thick mud. You stubbornly decide to keep going, paying close attention to the visible signs of this blobgrass field. There aren't many, just an absence of other vegetation. Value is wild. All pairs or straight. That's fascinating. Interesting. I'll put this. Yeah, whoa, that's really cool. That's an amazing card. Surprisingly good still. I think we could do better though. Three, 4, 5. We really can't play the 1. Nice! Hey, we got the best one. There it is. You can hop along from that rock to the fallen log, then climb over these old pieces of surveying equipment. You get through the villainous blobgrass. You spend a bunch of time on it though, and it takes some tricky balancing. It's tiring. Ooh, root. That's for Tange. Log. That's for us. The spark snow has been drifting around you all day, igniting teensy sparks where it touches the ground, but now it's really starting to come down hard. Hard like hail, not soft like snow. We're getting a lot of perception from doing this. Except this hail ignites, more like explodes on contact with solids. Find something used as an umbrella, yeah. You break off a large leaf on a long stem. Yeah, it just keeps getting more. And hold it over your head. It makes a pleasant kind of thrum as the drops splatter on it. Get so much perception by doing this. Geoponics engineers have set up a worksite here, using their roboplow to tear up the ground and prep it for farming. You don't want them to see you. They'll send you home for sure. Sneak past them. We've been getting some perception here, just saying. I mean, I feel like we could probably get away with this. No. Or even just this. All things considered. Okay. 0, 1, 5, 6. It's not the best score we can get. I'm like pretty sure of that. But problem is that if we do another one, we're gonna end up with a different problem. Like if we do this, we get 17, we won't get a kudo. We'll be spending kudos for it. But then again, it's just like 1, but it also adds up. 26, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's kind of... Oh, because it's literally for the straight. Interesting. Hold on. Using this card literally doesn't even matter. That's interesting. That wasn't the final round. We didn't need to use that card. Two, 3. 20 or literally less. Nice. 20 out of 20. You skulk under the trees at the edge of their operation. The loud grinding of the roboplow hides any noise you might have made. Ooh, medicine. Oh, we can have an event here. You hear a sad hiccuping sound and follow it to find a sick hawkeye. It's hunched down low, its foot completely nestled under its body and shivering uncontrollably. Its enormous eyes roll around in confusion and fear at your approach. Take it home with you. 47. Well, I sure hope that's gonna be okay. Head friend. Fwen. Okay. It becomes red. Okay. I think we probably utilize that better later. We could just do, 1, 2, 3. Let's just do 1, 2, 3 for here, and then now we can... This physical thing, why? Why would you... How'd you mess me up like that, bro? Think best way to get 3, 4, 5, 6. Is there a way to get the 4? Not really. We can get 3, 5, 5. Let's like a 5, 5, 5. 5, 5, 6. 5, 5, 5. Oh, it just joins in on being a part of that. That's so cool. That's so awesome. Okay, so you get more during challenges, but none of those challenges are animal challenges, so... I don't think that gets better. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. We're learning how to animals. The Hopeye hisses and tries to bite you. It doesn't want to be touched. You throw your jacket over it, then carefully pick it up and put in your pack. You crack the zipper, fit to give it some fresh air. Your dad helps you make a little nest for it in an empty part of the geoponics barns. Every day you bring it food and water and gradually nurse it back to health. Cal takes an active interest in the recuperation. Utopia says the Hopeyes don't really have a gender, he says as you're washing out the pen together. Maybe she said they're both, and they're really social. So you're gonna name them Mrs. Hoppington, Sir Hopsalot, Optimus Prime. It's Optimus Prime. A noble companion who's more than meets the eye. Perfect. Cal offers the Hopeye a piece of bobber fruit. Cute! Optimus Prime plucks the fruit from Cal's hand and hops into your lap and to snuggle down and nibble on it. Cal snaps a photo with his holopalm and shares it, captioning "Friends for Life." Aww. Bonuses to pairs. I do so many pairs, but still. Yeah, that bravery and perception. We're doing this stuff. You wake to the sound of your parents arguing in hushed tones, clearly trying not to disturb you. You blink away the sleep from your eyes, eventually remembering, wait, isn't it today your 13th birthday? Where's your birthday cuddles? Your parents always make a big deal about your birthday. You peek through the privacy curtain on your bunk and listen in on their argument. You're being unreasonable, your mom says. Solana's a teenager now. You have to give her the opportunity to take calculated risks or she'll start acting out. That's just what being a teenager is. Going off into the wilderness isn't a calculated risk, your dad replies. It's too dangerous. It's weird to hear your parents arguing. If they ever disagree, they sort it out quietly or go to mediation. This is the one time they sound really upset. It's unsettling. You don't need to. They glance at you. Your mom holds up her hand to silence you and goes right back to talking. Geranium, she grates, you've said yourself, we need every person out there surveying for edible native plants. You're even going yourself. Why not our daughter? Your dad flails his hands helplessly. Because, Flulu, she's our daughter. It's our responsibility to keep her safe. You're not keeping anyone safe by coddling her. Your mom almost shouts and your dad flinches in shock. Solana's survival depends on her understanding this planet we're living on. So you're not doing her or the colony any favors by pretending like that's not the case. I can take care of myself. You point out that you saved Professor Hal when you were only 11, so clearly you can handle yourself. Your dad's shoulders sag as she shakes his head. You barely even know what's out there, kiddo. Your mom's fierce expression softens. Hey, Solana, sorry, it's your birthday today, and here we are arguing like a pair of assholes. Happy birthday. They both give you a hug. We meant to order up from the canteen and have your usual birthday breakfast, but we got to talking about how Utopia's opened up positions and expeditions for kids 13 and older, and, well, that's you now. I suppose we'll have to let you spread your wings someday. Your dad relents. We've going out sneaking out anyways. I just feel better knowing you were safe here inside the colony walls. He gives your mom a faint smile. We decided early on to let you choose your own path in life, so if you want to join expeditions, we're behind you. Just be safe. Oh, Dad's worried about me. It's very sweet of him. Oh my god! It's Optimus Prime! Optimus Prime hangs out with me now. That's so cute. You ever heard of stories about changelings? Dis muses, scrolling through a book of mythology on his holopalm. Old Earth humans used to think that fairies would steal human babies and replace them with their own. He scratches his cheek. Do you think that happens with me and Change? I think that would explain a lot. Sometimes it feels like I'm not really even human. We can get one more bravery and talk to Dis. I feel really bad for him. Also, I know that feeling, actually. Catch Cal at the gate of the gardens. He's carrying a big bucket of rocks. Hey, Solana, he explains. He pauses too to pat your pet on the head. And hello to you too, Optimus Prime. I suppose to tell you there's a new park near Geoponics now. We can run around all we want and no one will say we're trampling the fields. You should come play there sometime. And bring Optimus Prime too. They'll love it. Relax in the park. How much does that give me? Oh, it's just the same. It's the exact same as the spa. For the creche. You find your dad comparing some plant samples. When he sees you, he puts down the test tubes and gives you a big hug. Kiddo, he exclaims, then kneels down to look you in the eye. I've been thinking. I want to say I'm sorry your mom and I were arguing on your birthday. We disagree sometimes, but just like every couple, it's unfair you had to see how the soy sausage gets made. I was really upset. Your dad face falls. I know. I'm sorry, Gooseberry. Here. I hear the depot's open now. Go get yourself a piece of candy or something on me. I'm so sorry, kiddo. I fought in front of you. Here's some money. Mom and I talked it out. He continues. We're both just really putting our everything into the farm right now, and it's making us kind of snappy. Don't have to worry about it, okay? He squeezes you in a hug. If you want to join Utopia's exploration team, just be careful. It's dangerous out there. Do. See, look, Tammy also wants to talk to me. Of course, she remembers my birthday every time. Tammy beams when she sees you, like there's nothing better in the world than the sight of your face. Happy birthday, Solana, she exclaims. She comes in for her annual birthday hug, throwing her arms around you and giving you a great big squeeze. I got you this. It's cake. She steps back and reaches into one of the many deep pockets of her dress. I made you this snack-size cake. It's a soy cake for you. Obviously, we share it with Tammy. I made my own silly belly. Let's eat them together. See, you say that, but... Tammy presents you with a carefully folded pair of your socks. I hope you don't mind, Solana. I was in the laundry room and I noticed your socks were starting to get some holes. We're only supposed to use the nano printer for things that are really important, so I figured you wouldn't mind if I fixed them the old-fashioned way. You take the socks and see they're mended now. A little ugly, but at least the holes are gone. Let me know if you have anything else you need mended. We all have to do our part. Here, I got you a present. It's cake. Tammy claps excitedly. Yummy! I'll have to save some for Cal too. He really, really likes cake. Anything you can eat it. Alright, we talked to everyone? Everyone wants to talk to us. Yeah, if we probably need to actually visit the spa. Yeah, this is the difference. As we get here, it's literally strictly better because it's +1 friendship with Tammy. Just saying. Yeah, probably we need to do this time. Then we can go out one more time. Tangent, obviously. Tangent is quietly reading her holopalm. You plop down beside her and ask what she's reading. Multicellular biology, she says, frowning at the interruption. If you insist on sitting near me, you could at least do it quietly. No problem. You open up your holopalm and find a textbook of old Earth poetry to read. It's never a bad idea to do a little independent study. Though she's a little prickly, you can tell Tange appreciates the company. Do you want to forget? Actually, not really. These are good cards. These are good cards. Yeah. Then again, show me all my cards. We could maybe do that and get fewer of those cards that are 2s, but we don't, actually we have a lot of cards that are 2s, so. It's useful. I'd really rather get rid of these ones. Not great. Yeah, okay. And again. Hold on, let me check my 333. 3 values wild 3. Yeah, actually, we can get rid of the boring one. We can forget about Earth. Yeah, why not? Late quiet. Oh, such a cutie. Okay, one more exploration. Head forward. And again, is there anything out there at this point? Survey the plains. Explore nearby. All events have respawned. Okay, I see. Just a little more bravery. Just a smidge more bravery. Utopia is working near the gates. This area has been deemed safe enough for kids to go for a hike, so long as you're back before dark and never go out during glow. There ain't a lot to see out there. A logging camp, a few fields, some nice lookouts. Keep your eyes peeled for useful things like that mushwood log. Lumber carrier must have dropped it. It's fairly safe out there. So it doesn't mean totally safe. She cautions, don't go too far. And if you see anything what scares you, run like heck and make a ton of noise. She helps tighten the straps to your backpack. What you open to see out there? Sweats. I literally just said that out loud. Sweets. Just checking things out. Right on. Spoken like a true explorer. Keep your eyes and ears open. You might learn something. Things grow pretty wild out there. If you picked a pace clean, give it a year. But it'll look like you were never there at all. Oh, my pet literally comes with me the whole time. Okay. Stay and watch for their lecture them about clear cutting. I feel like the temporary card is actually probably better at the moment, but offer to help. They're grateful for your help, even though teaching you how to log does slow down their whole process. When they're done babysitting you, they give you a piece of wood and tell you to go back to the colony for them. Well, no. Whoa! A large, woolly blue creature is floating here, a meter off the ground. It appears to be upside down, which is causing it some distress. Its segmented legs kick uselessly. Milk the float cow. Pop the float cow. Why would you pop it? Figure out what's wrong with her. Leave it. Cannot go past it. We go a different direction. Something. There you go. Come to a bend in the path, and movement catches the corner of your eye. There's something on top of a nearby mushroom-capped tree. You can't tell what it is, but is that a person? Someone is peering over the edge of the mushroom cap above you. You can't quite see their eyes, but you get an impression of long, dark hair and an enormous, mocking grin. I wouldn't go that way if I were you, they warned playfully. They have a deep, musical accent you don't recognize. A stranger? That's impossible. You're the only people around here for thousands of light years. And what the heck is he doing out here? You feel a chill go up your spine. That's spooky as heck. Why not? You start to ask why, but he's disappeared again over the edge of the mushroom cap. You shout, but there's no answer. You can't even figure out a way to get up there. Can this guy fly? Or was it just a mirage? You think you might be seeing things. Can I find another way? Space and continue. No. You've met everyone on the stratospheric, and this must have been some kind of animal that looks like a person and sounds like a person. Or Dis, playing tricks with his voice. Or maybe you're seeing things. You round the bend and regret it immediately. Something long and thin slaps across your face. Another whack across your back as you spin to see your attacker. Whap, 2 slaps to your shins. Whatever's attacking, you can't see it. Fall to the ground and cover your head with your arms in defense. Nothing happens, just silence. When you look up, there's no attacker, but the plants all around you are flattened to the ground. They're long, purpley reeds with knobby bumps at their bases. As you watch, they slowly start to bend back upright. You poke one experimentally, it slaps down to the ground, stinging your hand. Attacked by grass. How embarrassing. You decided to call it slapgrass. I mean, could we have found another way around? The muck hides interesting bugs and other treasures for those willing to put their hands down the right holes. Yes, peek inside the hole. Looks dark. Looks closer. You've stuck your hands in enough holes to know this one's probably safe. You can't hear anything rustling around in there. Put your hand in there. Sweet! Literally, the hole is full of sugar bugs. These palm-sized balls of squish exude a sweet syrup when you tickle them. You fill a bottle with it, then let them go again. Should be worth a few kudos to antecedent in the kitchens. Oh, yeah. You let your mind wander as you're walking and bumble straight into a field of gelatinous blobgrass again. The blobgrass, it has returned. You cannot stop me, blobgrass. Okay. 0, 1, 2. Well. Oh! That's actually perfect. Okay. 1. Not really, because it's going to be 2. And again. Okay, so 19. But not really, because we want to be... Okay, 21. It's literally better. So 21. Or... 21. 3, 3, 5. Nope. 3, 3. Okay, 23. 23, 22. 20. Yeah, I think that's as good as that gets. Yep, I was right. I'm getting better at this. There it is. You can hop along from the rock to the other rock. New perk. Highlight collectibles. That's actually super useful. Thank goodness. I've seen one of these before. Do it again. Quiet as possible. Listen, challenges are great. Okay, 1, 2, 2. Five, 5, 4. I mean, we can just make sure that that passes with flying colors. Now it's just about getting the best bang for buck. We put at the end to really get the best bang for buck. One, 2, 2. 2, 4, 7. 5, 6. I mean, 1, 2, 5, 6 ain't gonna do nothing for us, so I think this is as good as it's gonna get. Seriously? 24? Ow. Settle into watch, you are perfectly still. Yes, it pees magic. Just like last time. See, and a lot less stress occurred because we like things. Dig. Dig through the snow. Okay. 5, 6. Great start. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Even better. The thing where it's one card next over is gonna be increased. It's sort of like how, oh, 20, ooh. Yeah, okay. That's as good as that gets for sure. It felt real sneaky. The sneakier something feels, the more likely it is to be top score. You tunnel through the weird snow, popping your head up at regular intervals to see where you're going. Some funny creatures pop up out of the snow to say hello. They look like pill bugs and are only about the size of your thumbnail. They appear to be eating the snow, not you, so you leave them alone. Every so often, they square up with each other and emit a tiny burst of flames. You can't tell if it's an intimidation tactic or a mating display. You heard the snow was flammable. Neat. Cut the trees. Spend all day cutting trees. You're too worn out to continue. Now. Spent the month exploring. But you know, now we can, now we're so good at perception, actually. Perception is pretty cool. Early pollen. I want to ask this to do something dumb. Dare you to go in a restricted area. You dare this to explore the creepiest, darkest part of engineering, deep down where even chief engineer instincts never goes, under the recycling room where they say there are ghosts. You set the mood, then sneak around behind him, put your holopalm flashlight on your face and shout, "Boo!" He rolls his eyes. Solana, think about it. If there were any ghosts on the spaceship, one of them would be my mom. Oh, yeah, I guess I would scare a normal person, but this still isn't scared of anything. That is such a comeback to that. This is like, yeah, I could see my mom again. You know, my dead mom, and you're like, oh, sorry. Whoops. Tange. I have a thing for you. It's the root. I know you like the roots. How's my friendships doing? Tange and I are chill. Mars and I are great. Tammy and I are great. Dis and we're working on it. Anemone and we don't care about each other at all. Not on this run. Perhaps another time. Ooh, wood. Your dad, what up? Your dad was sniffling and sneezing pretty bad this morning. He collapsed around this time last year, so you've been feeling anxious about his health, especially now that the pollen is back. He's working hard in the fields, respirator hanging from his neck as he grunts and shovels dirt into a wheelbarrow. Sees you coming and stands up straight, coughing low as he stretches his back. Hey kiddo, what brings you out here? Dad. You have to wear your respirator. Your dad makes blah 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 motions with his hand. I do. Don't look at me like that. I'm just getting some fresh air. It's hard to breathe with that thing on. Raiding against these pixie beans in the ground. He continues, we're all set to have a great harvest in time for Tunalia. He leans on his shovel, tucking one foot behind the other, rocking back and forth. Truth is, I have been working like a dog. I'd love to get out of here for a while. Hey, what do you say you and I go for a little walk? I know you don't get outside the walls much either. I was literally just there, but we could use a little nature walk. I study all the plants the foragers bring back. I've never really seen them in the wild. Sounds great. Awesome, your dad explains. I knew you'd pick up what I'm throwing down. Your mom doesn't see the draw. He continues, flipping his shovel up on his shoulder and picking his way carefully out of the turned fields. She likes what she can control, you know, but there's a whole planet out there and I want to go explore. He stops and doubles over, suddenly racked with a coughing fit that makes him unable to speak. He tries a few times to catch his breath, but each time he just starts coughing harder. The pink pollen in the air swirls and eddies around you both. Walk will do you good. You and your dad check in at the gates to let them know you'll be going for a walk. Set off into the nearby forest. Your dad's rarely been outside the walls, but he looks so at home out here. He keeps pointing out strange bugs and plants. Look, Solana calls to you and turns to find him looking through 2 holes in a massive leaf like he's wearing a frilly mask. I'm a manticore, rawr. You explore the farthest reaches of the colony-controlled wilderness. First sun is starting to set and it's getting chilly. You're a long way from the safety of the colony gates. Hey, what's over down this way? Your dad asks, heading into the deeper wilds. This is somewhere you're not supposed to go by yourself, but it's with your dad, so it's probably fine. Hey, let's check it out. You and your dad start bushwhacking through overgrown fungus, but you don't get very far before a priority message hijacks your holopalms. It's Utopia from the expedition. She's the one you checked in with earlier. Geranium, are you okay out there? Our hollow positioning has you a long way from the colony. Do you need assistance? No, we're doing fine. Thank you, Utopia, he replies. Utopia gives him directions back to the colony and signs off. Your dad gives a big grin like you're co-conspirators. Busted, he says, hopping down the slope towards you. All right, let's head back. Big Expeditions doesn't want us to know the truth, I guess. Truth about what, Dad? You're walking back when your dad has another deep, spasming, coughing fit. You're worried he's going to collapse again. You'll have to carry him back the rest of the way, but he manages to get it under control. The whole forest is completely quiet for minutes, spooked by his racking cough. Woo, he says, its eyes red-rimmed and streaming from irritation. Cannot wait till Instance figures out a treatment for this shimmer thing. She says, maybe next year, maybe the one after that. I'll be first in line, you bet. Ah, poor guy. But Cyril, actually. Sometimes you gotta do the walk. Speaking of walk, I gotta go to bed. I have stuff to do tomorrow morning. So, off we go back to this. Well, we're 13 now, so, you know, we're growing up, we're going places, we're doing things, we went outside the walls, we saw things. I'm not, like, still getting more into the plot, but I really think they did a very good job with the characterization so far. Like, I've been really enjoying that, and, like, the kids simultaneously feel like kids, and they make mistakes and stuff, but also sometimes are wise beyond their years, which I'm like, it's interesting, but at least it makes the dialogue interesting for adults. So, but yeah, no, we'll definitely play more of this next week, and yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday or Wednesday, whenever you'll be hanging around. Just, you know, see ya later. Bye. Oh, forgot to press the